Zone B neutralized. Yes! 3 down!
Welcome back, gamers. This is Eli of the Tiger for Super Happy Attack Team. Got some Nightstalker gameplay. I want to give you my top 5 tips for Nightstalker in control. Here's a highlight clip, and then we'll get into the match. So to begin with, number 1, I want you guys to beeline it. Get to B. Too many people capture A and C, and as you can see, most of my team stays at A. I just keep running to B, especially on smaller maps. There's a few maps that I would not recommend this, but for the majority of the maps, book it to B, because you'll notice when I get on it, I don't have to neutralize it. All I have to do is capture it. So it takes half the amount of time. So if I get it early and then my teammates get A or C or whatever they spawned at, now all our kills are going to count for more. Here's one of my first mistakes this game. I should have been aiming for his head. I could have had the kill right there easily. But I got that B capture, got a decent amount of points. So my tip number 2, I'll move right into it, is be shady with the Nightstalker. Get used to that shade step. I used to use Keen Scout and I like it, but I usually have generally a good awareness of where the enemies are. I don't really need it that often. What the advantages of the shade step are is it kind of gives you a perspective on the battlefield, what's around you. For one thing, we should go into third-person animation, but it also helps you just get out of areas more quickly, especially like backing up away from grenades. Here I'm just missing my snipe shots. I feel like those should have been, or at least one of those should have been a body shot. Here I try to back away from the shotgun, not able to do it, run into a wall. So I run into that guy a lot. I noticed that Titan rushing me with the shotgun a lot, and I start dealing with him more effectively later in the game. I do like using sniper with my Nightstalker. Just gives me a chance to snipe with my Titan. I do usually use shotgun, and here he is shutting me down again. So yeah, get used to it. I have a little bit of advantage because I have the elite controller. And basically, I leave 2 paddles on the bottom of the controller if you're not familiar with the Elite controller or a Scuff controller. It has 2 extra paddles on the bottom, if you can see that. I have one set up for jump, and then I have one set up for B button. And so I can double tap the B button and shade step just on the bottom of the controller, and it makes it a lot easier. Here, this is a good move. This is my third tip, is to control the heavy. That's always an important aspect. So I was able to back away from the Titan, get the kill there, just surviving long enough. I go ahead and grab the heavy because as soon as I see red on the radar, my teammates are just out of luck. Gotta grab that heavy. It's more important for me to have it and survive than for the enemies to get it. And then I got super lucky this game because somehow no one got the upper heavy as well. So I got a ton of rockets, and this really turned the game around for me. Here I just clear everybody out. Get the nice triple down. Waiting on this guy, decided to throw a grenade, I'm not sure. I don't want to waste a rocket. And then poke around, see the sniper glare. Get 1 kill there, back off because I'm injured. I hear the blade dancer. Boom, perfect timing. Got lucky with that. Just shoot the rest of my quiver because you only have a certain amount of time to shoot it, and that'll at least slow the enemies down as they come around. Sometimes I do like to stand on B when I get those kills because sometimes, I don't know why, you get the extra points for the zone defense or the zone attack, and sometimes it doesn't show it. So here I'm picking a more sniper-friendly route. Just barely missed that guy. The enemy team doesn't seem too concerned with capping B. And if they're more effective at killing, that turns out okay sometimes. So that leads me into my fourth tip is kills are more important than captures. And capturing a flag is great, but just capping it and dying, not getting kills. The way you always have to look at how the game is rewarding players, how many points you get for these activities. You don't really get that many points for capturing. You get a lot of points for killing people while you have 2 capture points. But if you just die on the capture point and the enemies are able to take it back immediately, it's not going to work out in your favor. So if you're neutralizing and the enemies are coming, and like for me I have a sniper rifle, so I can't really stay on the capture point and defend it that well on a small map against these guys carrying shotguns. So for me, I just rather back up, get the kill, and then try again. Hopefully my teammates will you know, come and back me up on it. But capturing alone and dying is just a fool's errand, and I used to do that a lot. I used to do that way too much before I started thinking about it. And in zone control, it's different. The reward system's different than regular control, so sometimes in zone control it's definitely more worth it just getting those captures. Here he goes again. Boom! That time I was able to shut him down with the melee. I was ready for him. Here I'm just surrounded by red on my radar, and I just got, you know, I just paid a lot of attention to my radar to get out of that situation. I got lucky with the melee kill on the Titan, but I kind of understand his MO at this point in the game. He's always going to charge me. So here I just trying to deny them the heavy by shooting that quiver and slowing them down. Unfortunately, the Nightstalker super is not very strong. I like to use the quiver, and that's my last tip, is to try out quiver. All the supers, the black hole and the other one, they all take a second to activate, but for me with the quiver, at least I get that instant kill and I can keep moving. And I don't really, when I'm playing Nightstalker, rely on my super very much for kills. You can get instant kills as a Titan smash, or you can get instant kills with a Nova bomb. With the quiver, you know, if I get lucky and I get some kills, awesome. If I can slow down the enemies, that's awesome. But I find with the black hole and the other one, it just kind of holds on to him, and then still got to shoot him. And maybe I remembered to save my grenade and smoke, and I can chuck it on him, and that'll eat away at him and kill him. But a lot of times, no. So I just find with the quiver, I can use it more like the golden gun, where I can shoot a guy in front of me, I can turn around, shoot a guy behind me. Often, you know, it doesn't work out, but more often than not, I've had more success with the quiver than with the other abilities. So that's about it for my 5 tips and tricks. Here I'm capping B. I'm definitely an objective player. I'm a decent sniper, I'm decent with shotgun, I'm decent at a lot of things, but what I think I'm good at is map awareness and strategy, and so paying attention a lot to the radar is super important, just getting used to that. Dodging and weaving, but you can see I'm not just shade stepping around like an idiot. I usually have a purpose, a reason. Here I'm backing up, creating some distance because I have longer range weapons and I'm in the enemy spawn. I'd rather catch him come around this corner, boom, finally land a nice headshot. Get a body shot on this guy, decide to chase him a little bit, but here's one thing, extra bonus tip, is tease out those grenades. You know the enemy has grenades, you know they're powerful. If you just run straight at people, a lot of times you're going to walk into the enemy grenades. So a lot of times I will advance to where I'm on the enemy's radar, and that is encouraging them to throw a grenade when they see me on the radar, or they hear me If they're not good at radar awareness, they still might hear my movements and throw a grenade. And so I'll jump in and then I'll jump back out. And so now they've thrown the grenade. It has done very little damage to me or no damage at all. And then I can re-advance and attack them on an equal footing or having the advantage. Here I get the nice long distance quiver. I go ahead and shoot the third one, capture this guy, and it's Maul. He's able to block some of the bullets with his sword. Get the assist on that. I should have had the kill. Whatever, I did most of the damage, but that's how it is sometimes. So yeah, a lot of movement in this game. Even with a sniper on a small map, I'm able to hold down the fort. I did get a lot of kills with heavy and made a lot of smart moves in that regard. And that's the gameplay. I hope you enjoyed those 5 tips. I hope it helps you play Nightstalker more effectively. Leave me some feedback in the comments below, and I will see you next time. Peace out.